Oh, good evening, everybody. Just making sure everything's working as it should do. How's everyone doing? Oh, and relax. Hell of a day today. Okay, team. Oh, good. Already in the chat. I've got that up on the screen, so that works. That's good news. So, welcome everybody to our Monday live stream, where we talk, well, whatever you want to talk about, whether it's running shoes or coaching questions. I accidentally pressed update on the software button, so we may get a software update halfway through this stream. So just to be warned about that, anything could happen. As always on this channel, I think I've overdone it in the gym today. My bottom of my back is killing me. I stupidly went out for a run as well tonight. So bottom of my back is really giving me jip. So I think I'm going to have an enforced rest day tomorrow. Yeah, I feel that in the bottom of my back. I think it might be the sled I was pushing along. So that probably overdid it there. But has anybody else been overdoing it? Let me know. That'd be good to know as well in the comments. So if you're taking us out for your run, we appreciate you taking us out for the run. And just how this works on a Monday, we record these things live. I answer all your questions, and hopefully there's going to be lots of them tonight that we can dive into. And as I say, then we put it out as a podcast as well, which is kind of awesome. I'm recording tomorrow night a really cool podcast. I told you I was tired. Podcast with a good guest, so that will come out. Also recording a second podcast on Friday with another good guest. So hopefully we'll keep rolling out some of these pre-records that you guys seem to like. So thanks to everybody for doing them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those ones out for you. Actually, they should be pretty cool. On the channel this week, tomorrow, we've got the Soccer Endorphin Elite 3 race review from Hackney. That's coming tomorrow. And the long-awaited Stability shoe review is coming as well this week. I'm not going to change it, despite having some other shoes that we could put out. So, yeah, we're going to wait on that one. We'll put those out. James, I've just seen your comment. So I'll come back to James's comment and tell you why I'm laughing at it. But, yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. He's caught me out there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've got some shoes in that that I've got to film, and then we'll put those videos out at a later point, so to speak. Chasing Dreams episode, the series 2, episode 1 is coming on Sunday. So anybody who liked the Chasing Dreams series, series 2 kicks off on Sunday. I've got about 8 episodes planned out throughout between here and Amsterdam and / New York. So let's see how we go with that. So I appreciate all the support from the other series. And so we'll try and build on that, build on the momentum for that series for this one. This one's a good one. It's a bit of a recap in terms of what I've been up to sort of post London and that kind of stuff. Things like that, a bit of an update on certain things like gym, weight loss, and yeah, all that sort of stuff, really. So it's so that'll be out on Sunday. So get a cup of coffee and watch that. And I think that's probably about it in terms of that's also. There's a hell of a lot of shoe releases coming in June. Just a bit of a heads up. There's a lot coming. So we will fit them in basically as I get the miles in them. That's kind of how we're going to roll them out. If there's any particular ones that are of interest, I'll bang them out. Oh, it's Bridget. Hi, Bridget. Can't wait for series 2 of Chasing Dreams. Absolutely love the first series. Thanks very much, Bridget, and thanks for being a member of the channel. If you didn't know, you can be a member of the channel. We don't get any like mega benefits, I would say. If anything, it's just the fact that you're supporting what we're doing here, and I genuinely really appreciate it. So, thanks very much for everybody, for all our members on here who do support me and the channel by basically buying me a coffee every week, which is quite nice. While I'm working away, editing my heart out, stuff like Chasing Dreams. But yeah, so that's kind of it, actually. Not a hell of a lot going on, really, other than the fact I've done my back in, which hopefully by the time I wake up in the morning has settled itself down. And then we sort of move on from there. I did Hackney yesterday. I'll just have some tea, everybody. Cheers. Did Hackney yesterday. Enjoyed that. Thanks, everybody who said hello, by the way, at the Hackney half. I don't know if anyone who's watching this live did Hackney, but it was a good event. It's one I can recommend. It's it's a different kind of vibe to a lot of races out there now, which is good. So if you're listening to anywhere else in the world, it's a big half marathon that takes place here in sort of east of London. It's kind of cool, kind of vibing, different sort of not generation, but different feel to it than some of the other races that are out there, which I think is a good thing. So yeah, really enjoyed that yesterday, and it was nice to see so many of you. Who's it's funny, I'm running along and somebody says, "Oh, 40, love this, love that," or "Hi, 40, blah blah blah." It's really nice. So thanks everybody did that. Right, okay. I think that's it. Again, get your questions and get your comments in, and I will work our way through them. Last thing, actually, if you're doing the Amsterdam Marathon, we are putting together a poll in the Facebook group. If you're not join that. But about which parkrun we're going to do on the Saturday of the Amsterdam Marathon. We've also put up there the sunrise run for the New York City Marathon, which we're doing on the Friday. So if you're doing New York City Marathon, it's free. Sign up, come along. We're going to go for a gentle 5K in the morning on the Friday. So I strongly recommend you check that out and get involved in that. We've also got the Great North Run Shakeout up there as well. Couple of bits and bobs on there to check out over at FORDYRuns.com. All right, here we go. Okay, first question of the night. Andrew was in early with a question tonight. Did anyone try and get tickets for the Hackney Half next year? Did not work at all. Link was not there till 1:30. Then once on the website, it disappeared altogether. Did anyone have any joy? I'm not aware of anybody. I know Ben went to get a place, then he saw how much it was and went, sod that. But other than that, I'm not sure of anybody else who managed or went in for tickets, to be honest with you. But I'd be interested to know. Dawn, I hope you're feeling well. Evening, Debbie. Thank you, Gary. Okay, so here we go. So there's Bridget. Hope you had a great day. Can't wait to hear all about it. Plus the soccer issue. I'm now a subscriber. Do you ever train using power on your watch while running? That's an interesting question, Bridget. Hackney, I enjoyed it. That goes into Chasing Dreams episode 1. That's at the back end of that new series that we start on Sunday. If you don't know what that is, that sort of tracks my training as I go through on this longer journey for hopefully achieving that Boston qualified at some point. But yeah, so that's that. So yeah, Hackney, I enjoyed. I'd say the Soccer Endorphin Elite 3 video comes out tomorrow after doing a racing. It's well worth watching if you are considering that shoe. And regarding the power, no, it's not something. I tried it once and I really couldn't get on with it. It's not something that I really got into. Tobe was a big fan of running to power, and I know people like it with the pods and things like that, and it can work. It's just not something that I've sort of probably the best way to describe it is gelled with. I think that's probably the better way of saying it. I think we all have our own little ways of training and finding methods that work for us, and it's just not something that's clicked with me. But I know it works because I've seen Tobe use it before. So yeah. Ben, oh, hang on, where's the comment? Evening 40. So yesterday cleared up the height debate between you and Hayden. Now we just need to clear up the Garmin news. Yeah, no, anyone didn't see it again on Instagram, follow me 40@_runs or in the Facebook group. And again, thanks by the way to everyone for joining me tonight. Get your questions in, shoes, whatever you want to talk about, and I'll answer them. But yeah, a lady was kind enough to take a picture of me and Hayden at the finish. And when I got back and I put it on the social, I realized that she caught it in such a brilliant angle that I genuinely looked even more, even taller than Hayden than I actually am. And it was brilliant because I didn't even AI that one. Usually I get creative with the pictures I have with Hayden, but that one I didn't AI at all. And then everybody in the Facebook group jumped on it. So it's brilliant. So there we go. So James was saying about, right. So James and I were talking, so James, one of my clients, if you want coaching, hello@fordyruns.com. Yeah, if you're interested and you want to achieve some goals, then drop me an email. But we were talking about shoes tonight, and I was talking to him about, like him, he's after a long run shoe, and I've been toying with the idea of picking up a pair of Vomero Pluses because my other ones are just absolutely disgusting for this next training block. And sports shoes have got a pair on there for 99 quid. So I emailed them today and said, any chance you can whack them over? Because I'll have some of that. And then I was just like, I said to James about it, and then now she said he's going to come as well because it's just a great shoe, 99 quid. Such a good marathon training shoe, it really is. And don't get me wrong, there's a new version coming, but it is so good. Anyone can hear, by the way, Buds is going absolutely nuts in the background. If you're listening to this on the pod, you could probably hear Buds in the background. If you're listening to this live, can you also hear Buds? Let me know. Evening 40, Puma Deviate Nitro, Pure Nitro coming on the channel for review. So yes, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully. Fingers crossed on that one. Bit confused about that one, if I'm honest. It's got Piba foam in it. And that's basically what the Magnify's got. So I'm a bit unsure whether the Pure replaces the Magnify. That's my honest assessment of it. Slightly less stack than the Magnify, but not much. So it'll be interesting to see how it feels versus the Magnify. Now, the Magnify for me was a little bit too narrow. But when I saw what was going on with the Pure, it just immediately made me think of, well, I could go and buy the Magnify 2 or 3. Hang on. They are really cheap because nobody buys them. You can currently get them, the Magnify, for £70. £70. So I don't know why you'd go and get the Pure at the moment. But again, let's get it on. Let's try it. Let's see what because the nitro foam in the Puma shoes always is a different kind of, well, not always, but they tend to do different blends of it. This is Piba apparently. So we shall see how that feels versus the Magnify. I think the Velocity's got it in as well. Let's have a look. How much the Velocity, Puma. Oh no, that's right. We'll do it another day. But yeah, long story short, I think that's got it in there as well. Actually, has it got ATPU in it? Might be wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments, please. Anyway, that's what I thought about the Pure. Okay, evening 40. How are the Skechers razors? Seen you giving them a spin recently. Yeah, I've been out and about in them. I was wearing them last week as well. Early last week, late last week. Yeah, I like them. They'll probably get sort of cannibalized a little bit by my love, or not love, but my sort of strange addiction to the Magic Speed 5 on the treadmill. But I was, again, funny enough, I was talking to James. Hang on, let me just finish this tea. He was telling me about Evo SLs, and I said to him I'm tending, I've got a bit bored with the Evo SL. Remember, I'm lucky, I've got about 1 million shoes, yeah? And I think actually some of that boredom's come because I like the Razor. I like the Razor. So I've been wearing that instead of the Evo SL, which is a big compliment to me, really. So yeah, I like them. Bridget, absolutely love. Can't wait for Series 2 Chasing Dreams. Again, just to ratify that or re-emphasize that. That's coming on Sunday. First episode, Series 2. Keeping it real. Thank you. Here we go. Darren. Hi, Fordy. Love the podcast. Thanks very much. I use Mega Blast for long runs and tempo. Looking for an easy recovery run shoe. Appreciate the price. Would you go? Yeah, I'd go for Vomero Plus. Vomero Plus. Like as we said, 99 quid. Absolute no-brainer at the moment. I really do think that's a no-brainer. There's probably some other shoes out there, Neo's N2, things like that. But for me, £99 Nike Vomero Plus, I don't think you can go wrong, to be honest. So that's the one I've been looking at for my long range shoes. I've got a couple, but when I saw that for 99 quid, I was like, oh, tempted. Okay, Dennis, Chris, does your interval paces differ much for different distances you're training for? Interval paces for me, I tend to go more on perceived effort actually than looking more at the outright pace. I'm not trying to hit certain paces when I'm doing them. I look back at the data and see what paces I was hitting, but actually, it's down to the effort that I'm looking for. As a guideline, I try and, like, if it's something a slightly longer interval, I will tend to go more towards that sort of 5K to 10K pace, which is more threshold, but not too far into that. But I tend to go a little bit towards that as a sort of idea. But yeah, I'm somebody who very much does that to feel. Yeah, hope that helps. Andy, evening 40. Got my first marathon on Sunday. Oh, good luck. It's going to be hot. Oh, yeah, it sounds like it. I'm bricking it. Any tips for a hot first marathon? Would love support. Yes. With that, this week you've got to be drinking so much water. Like, just keep peeing every time, every minute of the day. You want to step onto the start line hydrated. Be careful you don't drink like too much before the race, because like an hour before, because you'll just need a wee. But honestly, you'll be really surprised. Get yourself hydrated like now and maintain it so your wee's clear all week, and just keep hydration. You know, if it's a hot race, I'll take salt sticks out with me, make sure I'm getting extra electrolytes. The gels I'm using have got electrolytes added to them as well. You know, all that sort of stuff. Obviously, take care in the heat. You don't need to push if it's really hot. You've got to be sensible. You're not trained in the heat, so, you know, you're probably not adapted to it. But yeah, get yourself hydrated on the start line, and maintain that throughout the race. Don't be gulping loads of water. But if water's on the course, then sip it at every aid station is what I would do. Good luck, though. Let us know next. All right, that's a good point, guys. So next Monday's a bank holiday here in the UK, so we are not going to be around. I've got bank holiday Monday off, as you'd expect. So we will be back the following week. All right. So just mark your cards. Evening, Matthew. Evening, Fred. Okay, Andrew. Yeah, we've gone through that. He's talking about Hackney. Evening 40. Which race shoes would you recommend for runners with wider feet? We spoke about this before, actually. Hoka Rocket X3s. Not New Balance SC Elite version 5 comes in wide. The Saucony Endorphin Pro 5 is not too bad either in terms of width. They're two to check out in terms of wider race day shoes. Debbie loves the summer. Yeah, so again, if we're doing a I might be but yeah, we're doing another sunrise run. So if you're doing the New York City Marathon, you're welcome to come along. Just head over to our website. Fred, have you run in many craft shoes? I see several models on sale here in the US, and I'm craft curious. Years ago we had them, and then I kind of just got fed up with them. And I've not seen anything from them since here in the UK. There's nothing there particularly sort of sparks interest, if I'm honest. I think it's a brand that's lost its way. I think that's a fair way to put it. So these brands, they do tend to pop up. We've seen it obviously with Rad at the moment and things like that. They tend to pop up, and then unfortunately they die off when they don't maintain that sort of stuff. Which is a shame, really. But yeah. Hopefully nobody follows me into a locked stairwell in New York City like if New York, if wherever Gavin goes at the start, don't follow Gavin. We did in Chicago. He took us down a fire escape that was locked, and we nearly missed the whole run, which is carnage. Anders, evening all, ran Riga Marathon yesterday. Really good course. Can definitely recommend. Yeah, I saw someone else doing that. Yeah, it's one on the list. Tripped after 40K, got a couple of things. Oh, blimey. Finished 3:03. Jesus Christ. It's a quick course, is it, Anders? Let me know. Interested to know on that one. Try and get out and about next year. I've not actually got a spring marathon booked at the moment. Hi, FORDY. Love the pod. I currently wear Puma Elite 4s for my race days. Booked on Barcelona half marathon. Thinking about Saucony Elite 2 or 3. Recommend them or another. I would not recommend either unless you've got a very narrow foot. If you have a narrow foot, okay, but it's exceptionally soft compared to the Elite 4. Personally, I would stay with the Puma Elite 4. It's a better shoe. Stick with it. When is Speakout going to make an appearance on the pre-recorded live shows? Did we have him on recently? We did have him on not too long ago, but he's a busy boy. I was with him the other week. He is a busy boy, but yeah, I was with him at Parkrun the other day. He's doing well. I'll send him your regards, Mike. But yeah, we'd love to have. I'd give. It'd be great to have Tobe on a Monday night. Liam, evening 40. Everything or first time commenting. I need a stability shoe and have been eagerly awaiting your new video. Have you seen or tried the new Kayano's 33s? Okay, the stability shoe video, I promise you, will come out this week. I've sorted that out. I've been a bit naughty with it and I keep pushing it back. But it's going to drop this week. So watch out. I do have a client who's running in them and he's very much liking them. So it's not just me making this stuff up. I put somebody in them and he's really enjoying them as well. In terms of the Kayano 33s, I'll probably get around to reviewing them, yes, at some point. But as I said, the big issue is that there's so many shoes out at the moment, or out at the moment, coming out in June. So yeah, you got the Kayano. I'm just trying to see when they go on sale. Yeah, 1st of June as well. So there's so many coming out in the first week of June. So watch out for that. But yeah, we'll get them on. We'll get them on the Kayano. But yeah, watch out for the video on whenever it is, Thursday, because that shoe's better than the Kayano. I can tell you that now. Buds is off. Evening 40, looking for a tempo shoe. Is the Evo SL Woven a good option? Yeah, it is a good option. Yeah, good tempo shoe. Evo SL does pretty much everything very well. So yeah, I think you'll get on with that shoe very well. As I said, I've sort of moved away from it a bit, mainly because I've just been bored, and I like trying out new shoes. And I said I've definitely switched the Skechers in, probably more for the Evo than any shoe at the moment. Do you know if the Super Blast 3 is getting phased out or they'll keep them in production with new colorways? No, it's phased out. Yeah, phased out, unfortunately. So grab them while you can. Hi, Chris. I'm a new runner. Started last year. I'm 52. I ran my 31st half marathon this year at Plymouth, running a 2-week, running a week for charity this year using, hang on. Richard, he's a new runner. I think he means he's running his 31st half marathon this year at Plymouth. And he's running 2 a week this year. Okay. Richard, come back and just rewrite that for me and I'll answer it. And it was something about the Super Blast 3. So just do me a favor, rewrite that and I'll answer it before we go. All right. I know it's hard sometimes. You're on your phone and that lot. What is the difference between the Neo Zen 2 and the Neo Vista 2? Neo Vista 3 is here, by the way. Which one is better suited for long, easy runs? The Neo Vista is the one for the long, slow runs. The Neo Zen is the daily shoe out of the two of them. You can kind of do a bit of both. You could do a bit of everything in both of them. Better way of saying it. But the Neo Vista's, I would say, more of a shoe. It's a bigger shoe. Where the Neo Zen is a little bit more delicate and that sort of stuff. I love them both. I really do. The Neo Zen 2 for me is just standout daily trainer at the moment in my mind. It just really works for me. Fit, everything about it. Absolutely love it. But I really did like the Neo Vista 2. Neo Vista 3's here. So watch out for that one. Do you think cramp is an electrolyte issue? It can be, yeah. It can be a million different things. But yeah, it's one of the issues, lack of sodium, things like that. 100%. Yeah, definitely look into that sort of thing in terms of your nutrition. Yeah, 100%. Darren's in the house. He's eagerly awaiting the Kayano 33s. I know he is. Cheers, Chris. Thanks a lot for the tips. Let us know, Andy. So we're not here next Monday. We're here the following week. Because it's bank holiday in the UK, but definitely let us know you're gone. Hi, Chris. Ran a 144 at Hackney yesterday in the SC Elite version 4. Should I get the Elite? Should I get the SC Trainer V3 whilst they're discounted, or wait for SC Trainer V4? Well, there's a little bit of confusion around the New Balance shoes at the moment. I've seen contradicting news. One person has said, long story short, that the Rebel is going to basically replace the SC Trainer. And then I saw something that the SC Trainer V5 is coming. So I don't know whether what's going on is the long and short of it. But what I would say is the V3 is a great shoe. Yeah, if you can pick it up on discount, I would. It's a very good shoe. It really is. Good training shoe. A couple of years ago, I can't remember which training block, I used them a lot. I really like the shoe. Belfast for your spring marathon, Sunday before the early bank holiday month. Oh, Gavin, I feel like just doing something really different is my honest truth. I really do feel like doing something really different in the spring. It all depends on whether I can get my ass into Tokyo. Um, that's ultimately what it comes down to next year. That's kind of what I'm hanging out for, and then we see what happens from there. Definitely think you can run a good time in Riga. See, that's a great example, Gav. Something like that. Something bit out there. My hotel's 300 meters from the start to finish, which is great. I bet it was when you finished. Any update on the Cloud Monster Hyper 3? I would say, Carl, incoming is the best way to describe that shoe. Incoming. With like a clock emoji next to it, ticking. I listen to you guys. I do listen to you guys. And that's why I like doing the live stream. Andy, I just broke my marathon PB at the weekend with a 3:31, around a 40-minute PB. Jesus Christ. Looking for some road to trail shoes to reward myself with. What are your thoughts? The best road to trail shoe you could buy, and I did a video on it, which will shock you, is the Salomon Aero Glide for gravel. Without doubt, the best road to trail shoe you can currently buy. It's better than the ATR. It's better than the Pegasus Trail. It's phenomenal. The Salomon Aero Glide for gravel. 100% all day long. The only thing I would say, which lets it down a fraction, is it's a little bit narrow. So just watch. If your foot is wide, then go for something like the Evo SL. All right. But honestly, it's such a good shoe. And it's a good shoe because the foam's great in it. Outsole is an absolute beast. It really is, but it performs well on road and trail. Yes, we will, Andy. He was asking whether I'm going to be reviewing the Saucony Hurricane 26, or we will. Which dates to watch for new releases of which brands? Basically June. There's loads coming out. There really is before summer. There's quite a few. And we've got some surprises coming as well later in the year. But yeah, just start your engines. Start your engines on June 1st. Yeah. So, I mean, if there's a specific shoe, we can look it up. But yeah, probably the best way to say it. Marty, sorry. Saucony Endorphin Pro 4 for 120 quid, or go for the Pro 5 at full price. Pro 5 is a little bit more stable, even though 4 was stable enough. It's got a slightly different design carbon plate in there, which I think works well. But 120 quid, it's a good price. So you probably won't notice the difference too much. Phil, well done in London. Thank you. I've got Dublin in October, first marathon since 2019. So very scared, to be honest. I'm up to mile 13 in long runs. Now with the race 4 months away. Phil, I can tell you now, he's an ADHD runner, which I totally obviously understand, being that way myself. Phil, my advice to you is focus in on the week that you're running. Don't worry about what's happening 4 months away. Just focus in on the week. Immerse yourself, hyper focus on your week of training, and that'll get you through. All right, mate. Do you ever review cross country spikes? No, because I'm not somebody who does cross country. Simon's doing well. I'm not sure when his Ironman is actually. I know it's coming up, but yeah, he's got that. Best shoe for just running hills. I'm thinking stability, but what about cushion level? I'm thinking Vomero Plus or SB2. Are you doing hill workouts or is you just got a hilly route? Let me know. Hi, Chris. Running 2 half marathons every week this year for charity using the Super Blast 3. This is Richard. He's back. Thank you, Richard. Any recommendations for another comfortable shoe? Fancy the Puma Mag Max 2 on sale. That is a very comfortable shoe. It's a lot firmer than the Super Blast 3, but it's a very, very capable and very good shoe. This Mag Max 2. I think you'll like it. And as I said, it ain't bad going from a very soft shoe to a very firm shoe sometimes. So yes, I would recommend that. It's a good shoe and you can pick them up cheap as well. Did the Stuttgart half marathon yesterday, just outside of 2 hours, but it was my first in 10 years. Well done. I started off a bit too cautiously, but we'll break 2 hours next up. You're back in the saddle, matey. So well done. Congratulations. That's great to hear. It really is. Gary's loving the fact of his birthday's in June because he's going to be getting some new shoes. And John, even Chris, what shoe are you most looking forward to try out in the remainder of 2026? What a great question to finish on. I would say Alpha Fly 4. I would say Adidas Pro 5 are the two sort of shoes that I'm really looking forward to because I've obviously got a couple of races at the end of the year. And the way I've progressed as a runner, be interested to see how I get on with them. Obviously, as I develop as a runner and how I work with the shoe will change. So interested to see how I get on with them. So they're probably two that I'm most looking forward to. Yeah, that's probably a good answer for you actually. Okay, team. I think that's it. We've made it to the end. So again, just as a reminder, I'm not back next Monday. It's bank holiday here in the UK. We will pick things up the following week. Don't forget to check out Series 2, Episode 1 of Chasing Dreams on Sunday. Make sure you leave some nice reviews for us on all the podcast platforms that you've got. Make sure you leave some nice reviews on the videos that we put out as well, because we do appreciate it. And in general, I just want you all to behave yourselves. Maybe you're in a maintenance block at the moment. Just enjoy that. Enjoy your downtime. Get yourself in the gym, but don't overdo it like I have, because honestly, sitting here, my back is killing me. So I'm going to go and lay flat on the floor. But yes, I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. I'm just trying to find the outro. And yes, I'll catch up with you all soon. Thanks very much for joining me. And I shall see you all in a couple of weeks live on Monday at 8 o'clock.